Effective professional learning. Most teachers have experienced the large group professional learning at some point in their career. I know I have. Definitely sat through my share of these meetings at the beginning of the school year and throughout. Like the pictures shows, many schools claim that learning is occurring at every table. But how do we know that learning is actually occurring? How often do presenters ask teachers to reflect on their presentation and invite them to participate and interact with the concepts they are delivering? The abundance of meeting memes on the internet shows us that presentations or meetings are not being done as well or are effective. Administrators are the first people to critique a teacher's lesson, stating that the delivery or method was not as effective. Then give the same type of presentation when they are in charge of teaching staff. They can talk the talk, but don't walk the walk. It's time for a change. And the creation of development in our professional learning. Using the 5 principles from teaching the teachers effective development in an era of high stakes accountability, I will change the way my department does professional learning. There are 5 key principles that I will be using to make professional developments as effective as possible. First, the learning needs to be ongoing to allow teachers to participate and process the information. Once they are given multiple opportunities to see and experience material, they will be more likely to implement the teachings or practice in their own classrooms or programs. The second key to effective professional learning is the need for support. Influencers like instructional coaches and expert teachers need to be available to help the new teachers with the implementation process. PLCs can be utilized to discuss upcoming lessons and ways they could use the professional learning ideas they've gained from the presentation. Our third key dictates that the learning needs to be hands-on and not passive. Teachers should be able to participate in the presentation by doing, not sitting and getting. Key 4 is that the presenters will act as a guide, not a lecturer. By showing teachers how to implement a lesson and modeling behaviors or situations, the learners will be able to see how they could implement and then are able to ask questions. Our last and 5th key to creating and giving effective professional learning is the need for it to not be generic. Each development cannot be a carbon copy of the last if the presenter wants the learner to really use the lessons. A survey to see what teachers actually want to learn could help guide the presentations and the groupings. For instance, one person may want to pursue blended learning, and they could be placed in a group with other people who have the same interest. This way, engagement will be higher in each group because they have expressed a want for the training. And as a bonus, groups will be smaller and allow for more one-on-one conversations and collaboration within the group. Are you still with me? Let's wrap up these practices for effective professional learning. 1. Learning needs to be ongoing. 2. Influencers like staff and coaches will help facilitate the learning. 3. The professional learning will be hands-on and engaging. 4. Presenters will act as a guide and not a lecturer. And lastly, 5. Presentations will be dictated by staff needs. That's all, folks.